Hey everybody, Dustin Deike here with another one of Dustin Deike's mini-sermons. And I have not done a mini-sermon for a while, but I hope to be doing more now that I have a webcam. So, it's pretty cool. So anyway, today we're going to talk about struggle, okay? And lately, I have heard of so many things that are going on in so many families that I know about, and they are just struggling and having so many problems. In our own family, we have our own struggles too. My grandma is sick with cancer, many of you may know. There's other things going on too with school. Some things aren't right there. I mean, in every school there's problems, you know. So sometimes things don't go your way. So struggle. And I really wanted to touch on that because that's what I feel that God wanted me to do. So I just wanted to read for you in Psalm 37:4. It says, actually, Psalm 37, 3 through 6. So Psalm 37, 3 through 6. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. This is the best part of here. Delight yourself in the Lord. Okay, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteousness shine like the dawn, the justice of your cause like the noonday sun. I think that is just so cool, because God already knows that we're going to have problems, and He knows the desires of our hearts. And if one of your desires is to not struggle with whatever you're going through anymore, then God knows that. God knows the desires of your heart. And when you delight yourself in the Lord, He will give you those desires. But you have to remember that they may not happen in your timing. They happen in God's timing. You have to make sure that you remember Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Remember that verse also, because that'll really help you when you're going through struggles. Another thing here is Matthew 18 through 22. So check this out, okay? Early in the morning, as he was on his way back to the city, he was hungry. Seeing a fig tree by the road, he went up to it, but found nothing on it but leaves. Then he said to it, "May you never bear fruit again." Immediately, the tree withered. The tree withered. Woohoo! That's so cool. Okay, so when the disciples saw this, they were amazed. How did the fig tree wither so quickly? They asked. This is the best part, so check this out here, okay? Jesus replied, "I tell you the truth. If you have faith and do not doubt, not only can you do what was done to the fig tree, but you can also say to this mountain, 'Go throw yourself into the sea,' and it will be done." That is so cool. And it also says at the end here, if you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. That just makes me so happy to know that this little part in the Bible can make such a humongous, tremendous difference in our lives. So when you're going through problems like that, I want you to trust in God and read your Bible and dig into the Word and don't stray away from God just because things are going bad. Because let me tell you one thing, the struggles that you're going through, if you stay faithful to God, He will bless you so much for it. He will say, "You have trusted in me through your bad times, and I'm going to bless you for it." That's just what happened with Job. If you remember the story of Job, he had a really good family, but in a really good land and a lot of crops and animals and everything, and God allowed it to be all taken away. And when it was all taken away, his wife, I think his kids had died too, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But his wife was still there with him. That's all he had. And then he started to get sick. He had these boils on his skin that were as big as grapes all over his body. And through that, he stayed faithful to God. Now his wife said, "How can you trust God after what He's done to us?" But it was just, like I had said, a struggle that if you stay faithful to God, He will bless you for it. In the story of Job, Job stayed faithful to God and never strayed away, and he received double of what he had before. Double. So that's another reason why if you're going through struggles, just stay with God. Stay with God because it will pay off. I promise you that if you are going through a struggle, you need to pray and ask God to help you through it, and ask others to help you through it, because you cannot do it on your own. Ask others to help you through it, and I promise you that God will see you through. This has been a Dustin Deike mini sermon on struggle, and if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and email me. I'd love to hear your questions or comments about this, and I hope God blesses you today.